On sait que mon dernier combat c'était en décembre. Depuis décembre, j'étais en convalescence tout le mois de janvier. Mi-janvier, février, on a fait la rééducation avec mon kinéasine que j'aperçois juste là-bas. T'inquiète pas, on a fait la convalescence comme il se devait et on a fait les choses d'une manière extrêmement sérieuse et on a repris les entraînements depuis mars. Et vous aurez remarqué que depuis mars, vous ne m'avez pas vu ni à la Champions League, ni je ne sais où à la Formule 1, ni je ne sais où. On est resté très concentré sur les entraînements. Je pense que vous l'avez ressenti et vous avez vu juste. Et je pense que c'est vraiment ce camp-là pour moi sera les meilleurs de toute ma carrière, sans aucune hésitation. On a vraiment tout fait pour monter les curseurs au maximum et j'espère que ça va payer.
Oh, sorry. And a question for Tom Aspinall. Of course, the easy thing would be to, I guess for you, try to take Ciryl to the ground and try to work from there. Is it obviously going to be the game plan, or are you going to try to strike with Ciryl?
No, I think if I hit anybody, I can knock anybody out. And I think that Ciryl is no exception, but obviously there are some weaknesses in his ground game that we've seen, but I'm sure he's improved. You know what I mean? This is an MMA fight, it can go anywhere, so I'm sure we'll both be ready for anything.
Question for Tom. Tom, you were originally supposed to fight John Jones for the belt. Now it's Ciryl. So my question is simple. Considering that Jones is nearing the end and Ciryl is in his prime, who do you consider the biggest test right now?
Les amis, pour parier, c'est sur Unibet que ça se passe. Vous avez jusqu'à 100 € de bonus offert sur votre premier pari avec le code ActuMMA. Les paris sportifs sont interdits aux mineurs. Jouez avec modération.
Cyryl's the guy I'm fighting, so he's the biggest test right now. John Jones is retired, so I don't really have much to say on that, to be honest. So I'm fighting this guy, and this guy's really good, so I'll be as ready as I can be.
Question pour Ciryl, mon gars. Ciryl, la question elle est simple. The question is simple. Do you consider Tom Aspinall as your biggest test right now in your career? Est-ce que tu considères Tom comme ton plus gros test actuel?
Aujourd'hui, Tom est le champion. Donc bien évidemment qu'aujourd'hui Tom sera mon plus gros test. Au-delà de ça, au-delà du statut, je pense que Tom, vous le savez tous, c'est quelqu'un de très complet. On l'a vu dans ses combats. La particularité de tout ce qu'on a vu dans ses combats, c'est qu'il n'a jamais combattu une personne comme moi, avec des aptitudes et des qualités comme les miennes. C'est ce qui va donner un combat intéressant. C'est ce qui va donner un combat intéressant.
Ciryl, juste une question sur ton jeu au sol, tes tactiques au sol. Tu as été évidemment très critiqué dans le passé là-dessus, donc est-ce que tu peux nous parler de comment peut-être tu t'es amélioré pour ce combat dans cet aspect?
Parfois la vie elle est étrange. Celui qui pense que j'ai jamais travaillé mon sol, étant un combattant venu de la boxe taille, je pense que forcément cette personne se trompe. Aujourd'hui, moi j'ai toujours évolué dans une team avec un coach extrêmement compétent, Fernand Lopez. Que ce soit moi, que ce soit Francis, même si parfois on a eu des combats où ça ne s'est pas passé comme on voulait, croyez-moi qu'il y a une expertise qui fait qu'on bosse énormément notre sol et donc à moi de le montrer tout simplement.
For Tom Aspinall. Tom. Obviously you've defended your interim title once already. Do you feel like this is your second title defense, or is the interim belt and the actual belt different for you?
To be honest, I don't really care about belts and stuff. I just care about my next fight. Cyryl's my next fight, he's the guy I'm focused on. This fight's been simmering for a long time, do you know what I mean? We both got in the UFC around the same time. We've been talking about this fight for a long time, so I'm just ready to fight this guy already and take him out.
You've been training a lot with Rico Verhoeven, a long-standing champion. You've said that you've been picking his mind a lot, right? And what have you been able to take away from him, from a guy that has been champion for over 10 years?
Yeah, me and Rico have been training together for a long time. Rico's actually coming to England next week to help me prepare for this. Rico's the best kickboxer ever. So when I'm fighting another guy with a heavy kickboxing style, of course I need to do that. But you know, this is an MMA fight. He's got a good team. He's been working on his ground game, like you just said. I appreciate that. I see that, and I've got to be ready for everything. But when we're talking about Rico's the best to ever kickbox, and he's helping me. So I always appreciate that, of course.
Question for Tom Aspinall. People have been speaking about this fight for quite a while, even before the John Jones saga. And it's always been painted as the evolution of the heavyweight division. Now you're much more of a favorite, and you're seen as much more of a favorite. Do you see any difference in the matchup compared to maybe a couple of years ago when people started talking about it?
Yeah, I think the biggest difference is we're both better. We're both better now than we were a few years ago. We both have a lot more experience. You know, Cyryl's had 2 title shots already. I defended the interim title, and now hold the undisputed title. So I think this fight's going to be better, and I think it's pretty rare that you see any guys of our size that move like we do. So I think this is really like the new age of the heavyweights, and people are really going to start to see the difference now between guys like us and guys 10 years ago.
First question for Tom. You were the hunter before, now you are the prey, Ciryl Gane looking for the belt. How do you feel about the change of dynamic?
I've always wanted to fight anybody. It never really bothered me who I fought. I always wanted to fight with the guy with the belt. Now I've got the belt, now guys are going to start coming after me, which is great because I've never been picky who I fight. I wanted to fight Ciryl for a long time, and the fight's finally happening, and I'm happy with it.
Question for Tom Aspinall. You said you don't really care about the belts, you really want to prove you're the best. Is there any other fighter in the heavyweight division that you feel you need to be to prove that you're the best, other than Ciryl Gane?
Yeah, there's lots of guys, man, but I'm the kind of guy who doesn't look past my opponent. I'm very, very serious about this fight. I've been training for the last year without a break. I've had absolutely no breaks. I'm much better now than I was in my last fight, and I want to show that. But as far as other heavyweights and stuff, right now that doesn't really interest me.
Same question for Ciryl Gane. On sait qu'il y a un combattant que tout le monde pense dont tu as peur, Jailton Almeida. Est-ce que tu penses que battre un autre combattant de cette catégorie, ça pourrait prouver que tu es bien le meilleur? Est-ce que c'est quelque chose qui te tient à cœur?
Répète le début de ta question.
Est-ce que ce qui tient à cœur, c'est vraiment la ceinture seulement, ou est-ce que tu veux battre les meilleurs combattants de la catégorie pour prouver que tu es le meilleur heavyweight?
Pour moi, avoir la ceinture veut dire qu'on fait partie des meilleurs. On est le meilleur même de la catégorie à un instant T. Donc je ne comprends pas ce discours de dire je veux juste affronter les meilleurs. Je pense que pour avoir la ceinture, tu es obligé d'affronter les meilleurs. Pour moi, ça revient au même.
Merci Ciryl.
All right, that's it for the questions. I'm sure you all agree it's going to be a tremendous fight. Let's get this stuff out of here and let's get these guys squared off. Thank you.